Forget the endless hustle. Seriously. Forget the 5 a.m. clubs, the 80-hour work weeks, and that constant nagging pressure to always be doing more. What if I told you the real secret to getting rich wasn't working harder, but being just a little bit lazy? I know it sounds crazy, right? We've all been taught that wealth comes from grinding, from sacrificing, from outworking everyone around you. But that's a dangerous lie. It's a recipe for burnout, not a blueprint for wealth. In this video, I'm going to show you 4 simple, almost effortless money moves that build wealth for you automatically in the background. You can finally get on with, actually living your life. If you just put these few things in place, you could end up a millionaire without ever creating a complicated budgeter checking your stocks every single day. This is the financial freedom you've been promised, but without the soul-crushing effort. This is the lazy person's guide to getting rich.
The lazy philosophy, the end of hustle culture. Let's be honest for a second.
That whole rise and grind thing is broken. For most people, working harder doesn't make you wealthier. It just makes you busier. You get a tiny raise, your expenses magically creep up, and you end up in the exact same spot as last year, just a little more tired. It's a trap. A hamster wheel that keeps you running while the truly wealthy are playing a completely different game. So what do they know that you don't? It's a simple secret. You will never get rich by trading your time for money. There are only 24 hours in a day. You can't work 1,000 hours a week. The real path to wealth is to own things, assets, that make money for you while you sleep, while you're on vacation, while you're doing things you actually enjoy. This is the heart of the lazy philosophy. It's not about being unproductive. It's about being strategically lazy. It's about building automated systems that do all the heavy lifting for you. Think of it this way. Hustle culture tells you to be a worker on an assembly line, tightening the same bolt over and over, hoping for a bigger paycheck. The lazy, smart approach is to use your effort once to design and build the whole factory, a factory that runs itself 24/7, churning out money whether you're there or not. The goal is to make your money work harder than you do. You might work a 40-hour week, but your money should work a 168-hour week. It never gets tired, it never complains, and it never asks for a day off. This isn't some get-rich-quick scheme. It's a get-rich-for-sure system that works so quietly you'll barely notice it's happening. And it all starts with our first and most important lazy win. Lazy win number 1, your secret weapon, total automation. If you only take one thing away from this video, let it be this. Automation is the lazy person's superpower. The biggest obstacle between you and your financial goals is your own brain. We forget to save. We get emotional and sell stocks when the market dips. We see a little extra cash in our checking account and suddenly deserve a new gadget. Automation removes your flawed, impulsive human brain from the entire equation. This is the ultimate set-it-and-forget-it move. You're going to build a financial machine that automatically sends your money where it needs to go, making you richer every single month without you lifting a finger. This is a one-time setup that pays you for the rest of your life. Here's the simple 3-step process to put your finances on autopilot. First, automate your savings. Log into your company's payroll system or your bank app and set up an automatic transfer. The day your paycheck hits, a piece of it, let's say 15%, is automatically whisked away to a completely separate account. And not just any account. You need to open a high-yield savings account, or HYSA. As we're seeing in late 2025, many of these are offering interest rates between 4% and 5%. That's free money. This account is your wealth-building launchpad. Your checking account is for bills. This HYSA is where your future is built. Just pretend the money doesn't even exist. Second, automate your investments. From that high-yield savings account, you'll set up another recurring transfer. This one goes into your brokerage account. Every month on the same day, a set amount, say $500, moves from savings to your investments. It happens automatically. You don't have to think about it. You don't time the market. You don't wonder if it's a good time to buy. The system just does it. This is a powerful strategy called dollar cost averaging, and it automatically makes you buy more when prices are low and less when they're high, taking all the emotion out of it. Third, automate your bill payments. Your rent or mortgage, your car payment, your credit cards, your utilities, automate every single one. Why? Because being lazy is also about killing stress. Late fees are just a tax on being disorganized. Automating your bills means you'll never pay one again, and more importantly, it frees up so much mental space. You'll never waste another thought on a due date. Do these 3 things, and you've just created a wealth-building assembly line. Your paycheck comes in, a piece is immediately sent to savings to earn high interest, and from there, another piece flows into your investments to grow for the long haul, all while your bills pay themselves. You've just defeated the 2 biggest enemies of wealth, human error and a lack of willpower. You are now saving and investing perfectly every single month on pure autopilot. Lazy win number 2, the lazy investor's portfolio. Okay, so money is now flowing automatically into your investment account. What do you actually buy? This is where most people get paralyzed. They think they need to be Warren Buffett, spending hours a day reading stock charts. That's the hard way, and honestly, it's not even the most effective way for most people. The lazy way is way simpler and for most of us more profitable. Welcome to the Lazy Portfolio. It's built on simplicity and diversification, using just a few exchange-traded funds, or ETFs, to own a piece of the entire market. Forget picking individual stocks. That's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. We're just going to buy the whole haystack. The foundation of any great lazy portfolio is a broad market index fund. The most famous is an S&P 500 index fund. One share of an S&P 500 ETF gives you a tiny piece of the 500 biggest, most successful companies in America. Think Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, all of them. You're basically betting on the entire US economy, which historically has been a very, very good bet. Over the long run, the S&P 500 has returned an average of about 10% per year. Let's see what that lazy 10% can do. If you automate that $500 monthly investment, in 30 years, assuming that historical average return, you'd have over 1.1 million. You became a millionaire by being lazy. But we can make it even better. Let's build a super simple 3-fund lazy portfolio that gives you everything you need: growth, stability, and even some income. First, your engine of growth, a total stock market ETF. This is even broader than the S&P 500, giving you a piece of thousands of US companies, big and small. This can be the bulk of your portfolio, say 60%. Second, for stability, a total bond market ETF. Bonds are basically loans to governments and corporations that pay you interest. They're less exciting than stocks, but they're also much less volatile. When the stock market is freaking out, your bonds are the calm friend that keeps your portfolio steady. We'll put 20% here. Third, for some extra income, a dividend ETF. These funds hold companies that are so established, they literally pay you cash just for owning their stock. These are often companies that have increased their dividend payouts for decades. So not only does the stock value grow, but you get paid along the way. We can put the last 20% here. And that's it. A 3-fund portfolio that's diversified, low cost, and captures market growth. Of course, you can tweak these percentages based on your own age and comfort with risk, but this is a fantastic template. You just set up your automatic investment to buy these 3 funds every month, and you walk away. That's professional-grade investing that requires almost zero effort. Now, if all this talk about ETFs and percentages sounds a little overwhelming, don't worry. To make it even lazier for you, I've put together a free 1-page guide called The Lazy Investor's 3-Fund Cheat Sheet. It breaks down the exact type of ETFs to look for, their ticker symbols, and how to buy them. It's totally free. The link is right in the description, and it'll take you less than 5 minutes to read. Go grab it. Lazy win number 3, the 5-minute financial checkup. One of the cornerstones of lazy investing is to stop looking at your portfolio all the time. Seriously. Constantly checking it is the fastest way to make a stupid, emotional decision. You'll see it's down one day and panic sell, locking in a loss. You'll see it's up another and get greedy. The system is designed to work over decades, not days. Looking at it constantly is like pulling a plant out of the soil every hour to see if the roots are growing. Just leave it alone and trust the process. But you do need to make sure the machine is still running smoothly. So here's what I want you to do. Schedule a recurring calendar invite with yourself once a quarter. Call it the 5-minute financial checkup and set a timer. That's all you get. Here's your entire agenda. Minute 1, check your automations. Log into your bank. Did the transfer from your paycheck to your HYSA happen? Yep. Good. Did the transfer from your HYSA to your brokerage account happen? Yep. Good. Move on. Minutes 2-3. Glance at your investments. Log into your brokerage account. And I mean glance. You are not here to analyze performance. You are not allowed to feel fear if it's down or greed if it's up. You are only confirming that the money arrived and was invested. That's it. Then you log out. Minutes 4-5. Scan for leaks. Open your latest credit card statement. You're not judging your spending. You are looking for 2 things only: fraudulent charges you don't recognize and subscriptions you forgot about. That free trial that turned into a $20 a month charge? Cancel it. That streaming service you haven't used in 6 months? Cancel it. This quick scan can easily save you hundreds of dollars a year. And timer's up. You're done. Your entire financial life, managed in 5 minutes, 4 times a year. This isn't active management. It's just a quick systems check to make sure your automated wealth machine is running perfectly. Lazy win number 4, earning more lazily. So far, we've focused on automating and investing the money you already make. But what about the other side of the coin, earning more? The hustle culture answer is to get a second job, drive for Uber, or freelance until your eyes hurt. The lazy person's answer is to find income streams that don't require you to actively trade your time for money. Build it once, get paid over and over. This is the world of passive income. And while no income is truly 100% passive, it all takes some upfront work. Some are way lazier than others. Here are a few ideas. First, the absolute laziest way to earn more is to make sure your idle cash is working. I'm talking about your emergency fund or any big chunk of money sitting in a traditional savings account earning basically nothing. Moving this into a high-yield savings account is a no-brainer. With some accounts offering over 4% APY, if you have $20,000 in an emergency fund, that's an extra $800 a year for doing absolutely nothing. It is the literal definition of your money making you money. Second, create a digital product. This could be an ebook, some spreadsheet templates, a short online course, whatever. You invest the time once to create a quality product. Once it's made and listed for sale, it can be sold an infinite number of times with almost zero extra effort. It becomes an asset that generates income for you 24/7. Third, try affiliate marketing. This is much lazier than you think. You don't need to be a huge influencer. It's just recommending products or services you already use and love. You can put special links in a blog post you write, a YouTube description, or even just share them with friends. When someone buys through your link, you get a small commission at no extra cost to them. A single helpful review can earn you money for years. The key with all of these is shifting your mindset from trading time for dollars to building income-generating assets. Whether that asset is cash in an HYSA, an ebook, or your dividend portfolio, the goal is the same: create sources of income that work for you long after you finish the setup. So there you have it. The Lazy Person's Guide to Getting Rich. Let's recap the 4 lazy wins. 1. Automate everything. Make your savings and investments automatic so you can't get in your own way. 2. Build a lazy portfolio. Buy the whole market with a few simple index funds and let it grow for decades. 3. Do a 5-minute financial checkup once a quarter. Check the system, not the performance. 4. Earn more lazily. Focus on passive income streams instead of trading more of your time for money. Wealth isn't a reward for being the busiest person in the room. It's a reward for being the smartest. It's the result of creating disciplined, automated systems and then having the patience to let them do their job. The path to getting rich isn't just for the hyperactive and overworked. It's for anyone willing to be smart, strategic, and yes, even a little bit lazy. You have the blueprint. You've got this. If this video opened your eyes to a smarter, lazier way of building wealth, do me a huge favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more lazy money tips. It really helps the channel. And before you go, check out this next video on the screen, where I break down the 5 biggest money mistakes that keep most people from ever getting ahead. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.